And what's your rank again?
Plat 1.
Plat 1. The biggest issue with platinum players and with diamond players is autopiloting. You just do things because. If you're peaking anyone in a higher rank, be it Radiant, be it Immortal, be it Ascendant, they destroy you here. Autopiloting is the #1 problem with platinum players. In this one, instead of hugging the wall and going the longest range possible, you can tuck against this wall and you can path this way around there and get closer range fights. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna make a prediction. We'll put a bet on this one, chat. Will he path like this 3 more times this half? Okay. Yes or no? Okay, this round will count too if he does decide to go towards A. 12.2k think yes on this one. Nobody's voted no. Here we go. Number one, ladies and gentlemen. 2 more to go. Right now, this one's not as bad because they're on an eco, most likely, or a really low buy, and you have the advantage here with the Vandal and Heavy Armor. And I noticed that you've done this now a couple times. We go through the last few rounds here. Let's watch the first round. Watch this pathing here. Okay, see that? Now let's watch the next round. Notice that? Let's go to round 3. What do you think is wrong here? You've done 3 rounds of this exact same pathing, all with 3 different guns, and all of which were not good guns to take fights in with. Look at the money situation right now. It's 2-0, okay? So that means they have to be on a buy round. If they're up here and you have a Sheriff, you lose. If you look at the back on the last round, you had a Spectre and you peak this exact same line. You're peaking like you have a Vandal here, or you're peaking like you have an Operator against a angle that will absolutely decimate you with longer range weapons, right?
Right.
We can't just keep repeating things because we're not getting punished. Just because the teachers on the other side are poor teachers doesn't mean this is a good peak at all, okay? It's just asking yourself simple questions. What do I need to do this round, right? At the beginning of the round, you should sit down and think about, hey, okay, let me press tab, and what's going on the other team? What do I have? Well, I have a Sheriff. They have these kinds of guns. I shouldn't peak plus 30 meters, right? I should always be under 29 meters. Why under 29 meters? Because 29 meters is a 1 tap for the Sheriff. 29 meters and below. So if you're going too far away, then it becomes an ugly fight for you and your Sheriff. We don't want that.
Watch it be a 4th time.
Probably. Because, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Just keep doing it.
Right, yeah.
1 out of 3. Come on, keep autopiloting. Yeah, I know, right? Whoever voted yes is most likely getting cashed out at this point. Oh, you know he's screaming. Oh, you know he's swinging that. You know he's swinging the op. Come on, man. Come on. You want to play, bro? You want to play? Do you really want to play right now? Come on. He's telling you I have the op. Swing me. And you're still doing it. All right. Moment of truth. Is this the one, chat? Is this the one? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, we have a disruption. We have a disruption. It's close, man. Okay, so think of it like this, chat, because we had a really good question. How many death matches should you play in a day? More than your ranked games. I will say that, hands down, more than your ranked games. So that's like a normal rule of thumb. The way that I want you to think about you playing in bronze, regardless of how many years you might have played in bronze, you're basically brand new to the game. That's the way you got to think about it, okay? If you're brand new to any game, or if I'm brand new to any game, I need to spend time with my mechanics and making sure that's perfect, right? Or getting as close to perfect as possible. I need to make sure I put a lot of time into it. So if I'm brand new to the game, I'm not gonna lie to you, 15 games of deathmatch is not undoable. In fact, if you were to do, I think that math was like, how many hours for like 15? I think it was only like 2 hours of playtime, right? So if you put like a ton of time into deathmatch, like if you took a couple days and just did deathmatch and not played rank, and maybe on your ranked game days, you maybe played like 5 games of deathmatch and played 2 games of ranked, you're probably equaling very close to the same amount of times. I think deathmatch is important for anyone who needs mechanical work. I don't think there's any like set rank for this. Why? Bro, why are you peeking that?
I think I just was trying to get info where the jet was.
We know where the jet is. Right there.
Well, yeah.
And it's an op. Bro, how many more hits do you need? There it is. There it is again. All right. I think you're doing this. See, as we're progressively going on, it's not that big of a deal. Like, it's not like a major mistake at all, but you've done it enough that I don't think you're doing it with intention or any reason. You're just doing it. So because of that, the yeses have it. Nobody had faith. So the point I'm trying to make, there's a right time and a right place to do everything. Just like, for example, the peak that you just had here, nice and close, after seeing so many people with marshals on the screen, you know, how likely is it that you're going to probably find someone with a close range weapon, a shotgun, or something, you know, that could be a one-shot kill, like a sheriff, at this range? Why are we peeking so close to the wall? See, there's consistently, we're just doing things without actually taking the second at the beginning of the round to ask ourselves what we should be doing, how we should be peaking, how should we be dealing with a 4v3. We're just going through motions, and that's the biggest problem that's holding you back, man. I need you to take a second at the beginning of the round and just consider what to do in the following rounds, all right?
Yeah.
Or that round, okay?
Want to get coached? Join this Discord. We have free and paid coaching options.
Okay, let's go back and watch this round here. Okay, so here's one smoke that I recommend you throw or start throwing if you're going to be playing Clove on this map, and it's this one here. What do you think? This is a good smoke here?
It gives a one-way.
Yeah, one way underneath.
Backside.
Yeah, it makes it near impossible for them to scale through without having some sort of trouble. If they come up here, they're wide and exposed, and there's no escape for them. Okay, didn't strikes again. What are we doing wrong here? We're going too fast, you're moving in, you have 34 HP, you just got a nice juicy kill, you're like, where's the next one? So there's a plethora of things that we do wrong here. First of all, 34 HP, you're decayed, like there's a whole bunch of things going on, can we just chill? That's the first thing I had to ask you, all right? 100% you can just chill. The other thing you need to understand is that there's a protocol when dealing with smokes. First of all, if you are up numbers, which you are in the situation being it's a 4v2, we do not go through the smoke, okay? On top of that, to add extra insult to injury to this, they're on eco. If we're playing high guns against their eco, we stay the hell away from the smokes. And the reason for that is because they're going to play into it and they're going to have close range fights like this one. And now you're big sad. So again, up numbers, stay away from the smokes. Down numbers, feel free to play in them. If you're on eco, play in them. If you're not on eco and you're against an eco, stay away. Okay, my friend, I need you to have a come to Jesus moment right now. Please get the hell out of here. Why? Bro, look to the top right of your screen. What gun is that?
Oh.
That is the messenger of your doom, my friend. You need to get the hell out of here right now. You're so lucky they didn't just drop down on your head there. And you're still pushing forward. See, it's weird to me that you're pushing forward and not keeping distance against an eco, right? This is just you doing things again. We're just going through the motions right now. You're saying to yourself, I like to shoot people, therefore I will move forward. Luckily it works out for you, but holy crap, like even in this position, I'm worried about someone swinging you from spawn, someone swinging you from up here, someone swinging you from here, here, here. You know, like there's a million different angles they could be at. Don't move close to the judge, move away, back up. So where should you be in difference here? Instead of being up nice and close, where do you think we should end up?
If I didn't push to there, I could have just chilled like,
Here,
you know, I was playing,
here. There's a whole bunch of different spots, especially if the bomb is planted like right here, which should be normal. If you don't plant it in that spot, then it's a big problem. I actually like that. That's actually pretty good. Throwing the metal in makes them think that you're still coming this way. You heard them towards screens, so you should be good. I would knife out here. Yeah, knife out here, run it all the way down. If he's really smart, he's rotated by now. I think you overcooked the smoke. I think you just throw the smoke on top of yourself and plant the bomb. And here's the thing. I want you to smoke here and plant the bomb here, and here's the reason why. Let me show you. I want you to throw the smoke on this spot here, like this, and I want you to plant here. Why do I want you to plant here?
It's more open.
Yeah. You can now play from here. You can see it from here. You can see it from here. There's a lot of options. Okay? And you can see it from here, here, and here. So many angles you can swing from, right? So it's more open. When you plant more open, it increases the chances of them having a harder time. This is why you need to throw the smoke down, by the way, because if they did take the timing and said, oh, I'm going to read you and then come this way, they catch you off guard. But if you had the smoke down, you plant it open, now you have the opportunity to not only escape from this position, but play the bomb from multiple different angles. So that's where your hole is in this round. Make sense?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Just remember that anything that you do towards one side usually has a cause and effect on the other side. So that means something's going to happen, right? And there's definitely a high risk that someone could swing you here or here right now as a potential, okay? What else do you feel like you're struggling with right now since our last session?
I think it's just making those like protocols like a natural habit for me. Everything else is still kind of like okay. It's like I swept to just tap firing and practicing more on my movement when I'm fighting someone.
Mm-hmm.
It works out really well. Other than that, the struggling is just getting that driver protocol as like second nature, because I'll go in the, you know, what is it, sentry mode, where I need to look what's on the map, you know, who died where, and then how many people have left. You know, it's just making that second nature and then playing the game at the same time. It's just gets a little confusing here and there.
It's a whole new layer that you're not used to, right? And I don't blame you for having a little bit of struggle. It's going to slow you down a little bit, and the first little bit, and then you'll get better and better at it. It's no different than any other skill you've ever learned, right? You didn't just pick up a pan, throw food on it, and become a master chef. You burnt a couple. You had to learn how to cook your meals over time, right? So it's going to be a process, just like anything else in life. Now, let's talk about your first decision here. You threw a smoke like this, and you decided to now scale through this space and go to here. And that was terrifying for me because you have no idea what's on the other side. You just walked right through this thing, right? How about we modify this and toss this here, and that way we can look directly in this spot, because it's going to usually deter people to just run through the smoke. So you're probably going to have this as like a makeshift wall for like a little bit that allows you to now scale in this space. You don't have to worry about it. Because here's the thing. You go through this smoke right now like this, and you go back in this way, there's actually 2 threats, even 3 threats really when you think about it, depending on where the enemy is. So you're just walking into this spot willy-nilly, hoping that things are going to go well. And this is definitely high danger for me because of that, right? So a small little shift allows you to now cross our place and see what's going on. And in a 4v4 situation, we don't necessarily need to, but it's okay, right? But I'd rather you at least have a chance to shoot back. I want you to pay close attention to this crosshair placement now, because I know that we've added a whole lot to your brain. So crosshair placement was a big focus for you, but now it seems like it's dropping low, right? We're at like mid stomach level right now. There's a lot going on here. So if we're talking about when you should be looking at the mini map and whatnot, what mode are you in right now? What do you think?
This should be sentry right here. Right?
No, I would say this is active mode. We can't really afford to look at your mini map at all. You're under 3 threats right now. You're under this threat here, this threat here, and this threat here. If you're flicking your eyes right now, your chances are of you getting killed are very high likely, right? Because they can swing you at any moment, kind of like that. So you have to be ready to go for a fight the entire time. By the way, it was actually 4 angles. I totally forgot. This wall is exposed as well behind you. You're taking a nice little stroll here, and somebody's like, oh, there's someone right here, right? So if you're in sentry mode right now, you're asking for trouble. Good job on the cleanups, but we could have been dead about 40 different times. You see what I'm talking about here?
Yeah,
right?
100%,
Yeah. Maximum is 1 tap when you're shooting through a smoke, and movement has got to be key on that. Don't sit there and try to like burst through 1 bullets and like standing still. It's gonna cause problems for yourself. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. You almost had it good. It was like a small mistake on this one, like tiny thing. You just had to crack this wall. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all it was. Went 3 and 5 today. Last 2 games were bad. Should I do aim labs after? I mean, like, was aim the issue? You got to remember that aim labs covers this much of your screen. That's it. And if it covers more than that, it's a positioning problem. It's not the aim that's the issue. This is as much as you should be raw adjusting. If you're adjusting beyond this circle, it's a positioning problem. It's not an aim labs thing. So if you felt like your micro adjustments around this small circle was the issue and why you lost gunfights and all that good stuff, yeah, you can do some aim labs. But if it isn't, then what are we doing aim labs for?